You guys already know what to do. Go ahead and share your city and state, Let us know exactly where you guys are chiming in from. We're about to get started. I had to put a couple more minutes on the board so that we can get enough people in here live. So make sure you guys go ahead and share what city and state. And then also don't forget to start that watch party. So go ahead and create a watch party right from your broadcast so that we can get the word out. How you doing? All right, guys, we're about to get started in 30 seconds. You still have time to go out there, guys, and let us know what city and state you're chiming in from so that we can shout you out on the big screen. How you doing? And also, don't forget to start your watch party. You want to go ahead and share this broadcast to your network, guys, because one thing about 2020, honey, we understand that when we work together, we grow together, right? So let's go ahead and share this, and we're about to get started. All right, so hello, everybody. Let me fix my, Lord Jesus, let me fix my green screen. But hello, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'm testing out some new stuff right here. As you can see, I can't move. But I am so pumped up and excited to have you guys here. This, again, is New Year, New You, our virtual conference. This is day 7, y'all. Day 7. And so I want to know real quick, who are my A1 day ones? That means that you have either watched every single one of the replays or you've been here since day 1. If you're an A1 day 1, I want you to type A1 day 1. So you can put the letter A, the number 1, day 1. So A1 day 1s, I want all my A1 day 1s to shout themselves out. Also, guys, please, at this time, this is the time where we want to make sure that we get the word out. You want to share this broadcast, create a watch party from your phone or your computer. Let other people know, because today you do not want to miss this information and you do not want to keep it to yourself. Okay, we're going to be talking about building a 7-figure sales team. Okay, so I am pumped up. And so welcome to everybody. I see we have Detroit on the line. We have Miami on the line. Let's see here. Let me pull up some of this stuff. We have Anthony from Atlanta. We have Kansas City on the line. Atlanta, Georgia is on the line. Let's see, Charlottesville, Virginia, and all my A1 day ones. I see you guys, A1 day ones, A1 day ones, A1 day ones. And guys, if you are just getting started with us, don't worry. We have all the replays available. You just simply go to replay.newyearnewyouonline.com so that you can actually get those details. But don't forget, guys, to get this information out there. Now, what I want to tell you guys is that the New Year, New You virtual conference is a 100% free conference. Every single day, guys, you're able to plug in to get information designed to specifically help you to grow, launch, or expand your business, okay? And so you got to make sure that you stay plugged in every single day. Even if you missed the live and you're watching the replay, welcome, 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 welcome. How you doing, okay? Now, another great thing that we're doing is every single day, y'all, we are giving away something grand. Now, yesterday, we had the incredible Trevor Otts, y'all, and he stayed with us for 2 hours. And when I say he gave away the whole kitchen cabinet, okay? So for those of y'all who were on that live, you know, he gave away so many things. And I felt like, you know what, for all the things that he gave away and for the people that stayed on all the way until the end, that right there was the giveaway. But guess what? I've got some more stuff because the gentleman that I'm bringing up here today is going to light it up. But yes, we are still going to do another giveaway. And because we didn't do our giveaway yesterday, I said, you know what, I'm going to throw in 2 giveaways today. So not 1, but 2. We're going to be doing 2 separate giveaways on today right at the end of this broadcast. So you got to make sure you stay plugged in so you can know when we actually go into the next room to do the giveaways. Now, the only thing that you have to do in order to qualify, number 1, is you must be registered. You must be registered. Hello, Beaumont, Texas. How you doing? You must be registered. So make sure that you go to newyearnewyouonline.com. Okay. We have Charlottesville, Virginia in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Number 2 is you need to join the broadcast. You got to be with us live. Okay. Now, some people say, well, Taria, I was busy. I'm working. I'm doing this. Now, most of y'all find time to do everything else. Okay. So what you got to do, guys, you got to figure out a way to find time to join us. And the great thing is, guess what? We still have several days left. Okay. Several days left. So do your best to try to join us live when we are live, but you are always welcome to watch the replay. By the way, I do want you guys to understand the information that you are getting. We're not just talking about this because it was free to register. This information is not free. The speakers and the coaches that we have here with you guys, they charge hundreds to thousands of dollars for the information that you guys are actually receiving. And so I want y'all to understand the value here of what you guys are getting. It's really a big deal. And then number 3 is you must share this broadcast, okay? Make sure you do tag the Urban CEO Network page. You got to like it in order to tag the page so that we can know that you've shared this broadcast. But very important, guys, you got to share the broadcast on the day that you actually won, okay? And the reason why we do this, guys, is because the mentality that I know that we must have in order to have success here, guys, is we've got to understand we cannot have lack mentality in 2020. We cannot have the mentality to think that somebody can take anybody that has already been assigned to us. And the best way that we do that, guys, is we sow our seeds back into the ground so that we can get that harvest. The truth is this, y'all, I recommend people to people all the time, even people who might even be the same space that I am. And the reason why I do that is because I understand that together we are so much more powerful than apart. And I want us all to have that kind of mentality. So if we're going to be giving away free gifts where you absolutely do not have to pay anything, I think the least that we can do, guys, going into 2020 is being a steward of sharing this information, being a steward of collaborating, being a steward of understanding that abundance comes to those who have an abundant mentality. So if you have shared this video, I want you to go ahead and put hashtag shared. Hashtag shared. I want to know who actually put this video out there, who has created a watch party, who has done all of those different things to make sure that people are getting this grand information, okay? Now, before we get into this, let me tell you about the gentleman that we're going to be bringing on the line. I, too, had a chance to meet him a couple of years ago. Now, he didn't really know much about who I was or what I did or any of that. But I know, guys, that this gentleman, every time I saw him hit the stage, he had a presence about him that was just electrifying, that was just contagious. Every time I heard him speak, people got excited. And every time he spoke, people were ready to take action. Not only are they ready to take action, but, guys, they're ready to get involved in what it is that he is doing. He has been traveling all across the country, literally. I think he just got back from New Orleans. He has been all over the place, y'all. Look, ain't stopped, won't stop, right? And he is impacting people and teaching them about how to be able to create those sales teams, right? And so I know that many of us, and let me put some of the shared names up here. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Creating watch parties is the important thing that we want to start doing. You know, as Trevor said, we're sharing your video. That's 2019. We in 2020. So this year, we're going to start creating watch parties so that our network can be plugged in, right? But like I was saying, guys, this gentleman has traveled all across the country and impacting people to be able to learn how to build their 7-figure sales team. So I'm going to bring him on the line real quick. Without further ado, none other than the happy entrepreneur himself, Mr. Shay Brown. And look, I got my shirt on today, Shay. Today is my January 1st. How you doing?
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, and today is my January 1st. For many of you, it's a restart. For others, it's a rebirth. And for other folks, it's that time where you're going to make that decision that's going to forever change your life, because today is your January 1st. For you, the best is yet to come. Thanks a lot, Taria, for having me on here. I want you to know that what you're doing right now is providing so much value in the marketplace. What you're doing right now is changing lives, changing businesses, changing our community, and growing our nation. So thanks for having this program. Thanks for doing this broadcast. And thanks for all the energy, all the expertise, all the experience you bring to the table. I'm excited to be here today. For those folks that are ready to make money, this is going to be a money conversation. Someone say chin-ching if you can hear me. Put chin-ching right below. Chin-ching. Back over to you, Taria. I just had to say that. I was about to get going, but let me slow down, and then we'll speed up.
Absolutely.
Slow
down to speed up. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And a lot of people, look, make sure y'all also put today is your January 1st. We have some big movements that are coming along with that. But Shay, I'm going to go ahead and let you get started. So if are you ready to rock and roll? I know you've got some great information that you want to spill to this incredible audience. You ready to go?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. For those folks that are out there, welcome. For all of my entrepreneurs out there, let me tip my hat to you. For all of my speakers, all of my coaches, all of my trainers, all of my experts, I want you to know you're at the right place at the right time. If this is your time to really grow your business. And I have one mission today. Yes, I'm going to talk about how to build a 7-figure sales team. We'll bring it up in just a minute. Not quite yet. Yes, I'm going to talk about how you can do things. But here's my number one mission. My number one mission is to provide you with the resources necessary for you to execute 3 visions that I believe you have. I believe you have 3 visions. Go ahead and jot these 3 visions down in your notes. Probably the most important thing I want to start off with. But you have a vision, and these visions take resources. The resources require revenue, which in our business means it takes money. The first vision you have is a vision for yourself. Go ahead and write down in your notes. What's your vision for yourself? Some of you have a vision for the way you want to look. Some of you have a vision for the clothes you want to wear. Some of you have a vision for the food that you want to eat. Some of you have a vision for your own lifestyle. You want to have your own cook. Come on, somebody. Some of you just want to make sure the house is clean without your labor. I hear you. But it takes resources, it takes money. We're going to talk about that. It's not about the money, but it's about the meaning you can have in the world. Number 2. Vision that you have. I believe you have 3 visions. What's up, Alyssa? What's up, Pixie? I believe you have 3 visions. The second vision you have is you have a vision for your loved ones. The ones you care the very, very most about, Tiffany. The ones that maybe you have kids. You want to send them to a school of your choice. Maybe there's a neighborhood you want them to live in. As I see you out this, Shar, I'm thinking, Ayana, maybe you want to write a check to pay off the mortgage for your mom or for a loved one or for someone you care about. It takes money to do that. And then third, you have a vision for the people you were called to serve. God has given you this vision. And maybe you don't believe in God. I happen to be a believer. Maybe you believe in a higher power. That's okay. Maybe you believe in the universe. That's okay. Maybe you believe in something different. That's okay. But whomever you believe in, I believe in God. And you've got this vision that was given to you to come through you for the people you were called to serve. And I want you to think for a moment, how are you going to execute that vision? Maybe you're like Moses. I'm not Moses, I'm sorry, Noah in the Bible. And Noah had a vision that was given to him by God to go through him. But Noah couldn't execute that vision if he didn't have a hammer, if he didn't have nails, if he didn't have a boat. He couldn't put it together. And you right now, your vision is so big, you need resources. You need money. You need revenue. And you need your business to prosper. And if that's you, and you're ready to make a difference in the world, if that's you and you're ready to have more meaning in the world, not more money, if that's you, you're ready to have more impact in the world, not more income, if that's you and you're ready to make $1 and a difference at the same time, as my man Delator would say, look right below the video and make $1 and a difference at the same time, hashtag today is my January 1st. I got my shirt on too, by the way. Today is my January 1st. We're going to get a start. But I don't want you just to get these resources and have to go do more work. No, that's not what I want. I know for some of you, you're like one of my clients, Karen, and she's already working hard. Had a conversation with her and she said, Shay, I can't work any harder. I'm working about 15 to 16 hours a day. I'm giving it everything I have. I'm watching the YouTube videos. I'm tuning into the broadcasts like this. I'm working as hard. I can't work any harder. And I said, let's not have you work harder. Let's reduce your time. Some of you, that's all you want. Let's just reduce your time. Let's take back your labor and let's generate you more revenue. And I said, let's build you a 7-figure sales team and a team that goes out there and works on your behalf. He said, Shay, that sounds good to me. And as a result, today she has a team, and the team goes out and makes sales for her. So if that's you and your entrepreneur, pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to build a 7-figure sales team. Let's go ahead and show it to them. Let me give you something to look at, and then we'll walk you through that as we go through that. The lesson today is how to build a 7-figure sales team. Once again, for those folks that are tuning in, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and the host of the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country called the Happy Entrepreneur Show. And for those folks to get a chance to tune in, thanks a lot. For those folks that are hearing about it for the first time, like, what in the LL Cool J is that? Go over to happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Happy Entrepreneurs with an S, tribe.com. Join in, get tuned in. I'll make sure I release all the notes there. I'll make sure I release the slides. I'll do something special for everyone that's out there watching right now. We appreciate every single one of you. So that's a little bit about myself. I've been an entrepreneur for the last 15 years, but don't worry about me. You want to know if you're in the right conversation at the right time with the right folks. And the conversation we're having today, and you know this conversation is for you. I believe we're going to show those slides in just a moment. This conversation is for you right now if you hate sales. You know you need sales. You know you're in business, but you're like, Shay, I really don't want to sell. I want to go out there and I want to solve the problem, Shay. I want to make a bigger difference in the world, Shay. I just don't want to sell. I hate selling. It's okay. You ain't got to love everything you're doing. I hate technology. Come on, somebody. But I had to change. Every day I'm getting a little bit better at technology. Or this conversation is for you right now. This conversation is for you right now. If you don't sell, you don't. No, seriously. I don't mean to be funny about that, but I know for some of you out there that are watching right now, you're like, hey, Shay, I have a job and that's fine. I don't have to sell. And if that's you, congratulations. But some of you out there, this is what you do full time, all the time. And if that's you, then this conversation is directly for you. Or maybe as you're watching right now, this conversation is for you. If you're someone out there and you have a vision for the people you were called to serve and you need resources. So let's go ahead and talk about that. And before I do, let me give you my #1 idea. You said, Shay, if you got a lot of ideas out there, what's the #1 idea that you have right now? My #1 idea I would have is this. If you don't like to sell, put this in your notes. If you don't like to sell or you don't want to sell, put this in your notes. The best thing you can do is you can hire someone who does. Let me say that again. If you don't like to sell or if you don't want to sell, the best thing you can do is hire someone who does. And that's what we're going to talk about. And I want you to imagine for a moment what it would be like if you had a team that was making all your sales for you. So what I like to do right now is I like to give you the 5 components of a 7-figure sales team. And then I want to talk to you about how you can build your own sales team. And as you're listening right now, you're thinking, Shay, before you even get started, it's resonating with me. In order for me to really leave my 9 to 5, I need more revenue. Shay, this resonates with me. In order for me, Shay, to really hire the marketing team I need, Shay, I need more revenue. Shay, in order for me to hire an administrative assistant, I need to generate more revenue. Shay, in order for me to scale to the next level, whatever that next level is for you, for some of you it's 7 figures, for some of you it's 6 figures, for some of you, you just need to make 5 figures. It doesn't matter what the number is. If you're like, I just need to do a sales makeover because this is my year, Shay. This is my time, Shay, and I'm planting my flag right now. If that's you, I want you to text the word makeover. You might not make it to the end. I get it. You may just want to have a conversation about how you can just make over your sales, have your own sales team, and have it customized for you. Look, there's no charge. It's my gift to every single one of you. So here's what you do. Text the word sales makeover. Let me give you that number. I'm sorry. Text the word over. Text the word makeover. Text the word makeover to 202-999-3515. Let me say that again. Text the word makeover to 202-999-3515. Just follow the instructions and get everything that you need right now to help make over your sales. And Shay, what does that look like? I'm going to talk about that right now. Shay, what does that process look like? I'm going to talk about that right now. Shay, yes. But how are you going to talk about that, Shay? Frame the conversation for me. Why should I tune in? Why should I pay attention? You're going to teach me how to do that? Yes, I'm going to do it right now. But first, let me teach you the TSS methodology. Everyone jot that down. Someone look right below the video right now as you're watching and write down TSS. Write down TSS. Oh, no, I think I lost it. I'm still on. Okay, good. Write down TSS. Sorry about that, guys. Write down TSS. And TSS stands for traffic, sales, and methodology. We're going to talk about that right now. Traffic, sales, and methodology. And for those folks that are listening right now, Terea, you can go ahead and you can show the slide. I want to show them the number 1 challenge that's facing entrepreneurs today. The number 1 challenge. And I want you to think about it before you show that. For those folks that are out there right now, you're wondering, Shay, what's the number 1 challenge? Like, what's the number 1 challenge facing entrepreneurs? When that's shown, let me know. I think let me pull it up, make sure. Hold up, I did something here. So go ahead and write that down in your notes. What's the number 1 challenge facing entrepreneurs today? Give me one second.
It's showing.
It is. Oh, you are so wonderful. I had 2 browsers up here.
No, yeah, we got you covered. You're looking real good over here.
Okay, well, I will keep on going. I was looking at myself over here. I said, maybe I'm just talking to myself today. You know, sometimes I'm crazy like that, guys. The number 1 challenge facing entrepreneurs today is lost leads. Lost leads. Shay, what do you mean the number 1 challenge facing people today is lost leads? I want you to think for a moment. Right now, you have a website. And let's say that you are an entrepreneur. You have a website. We're going to start with a website first. And right now, your number 1 goal is to drive people to your website. Got it, Shay? Got it, Shay? And here's what I want you to know. When folks come to your website, is there someone to greet them there right now? When someone arrives on your website, if they don't opt in, what happens? If someone arrives on your website and they don't purchase something, what happens? I'm just curious. For most folks, it's lost leads. That means that lead forever goes away. But here's what I want you to know. Jot this down in your notes. Not only is there lost leads, but for many of you, there's a lost opportunity to make the sale because they never opted in. There's a lost meeting that takes place. The meeting folks before they even purchase from you. Others of you don't. And for others of you, it's lost revenue. When you lose your revenue, you lose the dream that you have for people that you were called to serve, the vision that you have. So the number 1 challenge facing entrepreneurs today really is lost leads. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Let me break that thing down. Let me unpackage it, because some of you are like, Shay, that's so true. I want you to think for a moment. When you walk into a store, which I'm showing you now, And when you walk in the store, what's the first thing you want someone to do to you when you walk into that store? Now think about that. What's the first thing you want them to do to you? The first thing you want them to do to you is what? You want them to greet you, right? You want them to say hello. You want them to be able to greet you. And once they greet you, you feel welcome. You feel welcome. But what happens when people land on your landing page? Some of you have a landing page out there where you give away a free gift. Some of you have a landing page out there where you get a free chapter to your book. Some of you have a landing page out there where you explain the problem. Some of you have a squeeze page. Some of you have a registration page. Some people go to register for your webinar, register for your conference call, or register for your live event. Or some people actually opt in, put their first name, last name, and best contact number in the form, and then they go over to a checkout page so they can buy something. And you're really operating just like a store. And your store is open online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I want you to imagine your store is open. It's there just like everyone else. Someone goes over to them. They arrive on your landing page. They arrive on your website. They might even be on your website right now because you're running a Facebook ad or because of an event you were at, because they got your business card. They're there right now on your website, on your checkout page, looking at, should I buy or should I not buy? They're there right now. And guess what? Hear me. There's no one to greet them. There's no one to say, how may I best serve you? There's no one to ask, why are you here? And as a result, if you don't greet them, just like if someone doesn't greet you when you walk into the store, you feel like they're being what? Rude. And isn't that the case right now? Where someone's there and you walk in the store and they don't greet you, you feel like they're being rude? Think about when you go into a grocery store. I love it when I go into Whole Foods and I get to go through the line just like you're seeing right here. And when you go, I love it when the cashier says, thank you so much for shopping, Mr. Brown. I go to the same Whole Foods about every day, by the way. I know I shouldn't go to the grocery store every day, but I do because I buy one meal for the day. So I buy what I want for that day, and they greet me, and I feel so good. Versus opposed to when I have to go through a self-checkout line, and no one's there to greet me. I feel like, man, this is road. This is tough. Shay, how does this relate to sales? Well, which one feels better? Someone greets you or someone doesn't greet you? The reason I said the number one challenge facing entrepreneurs today is lost leads is because when someone goes to your page, someone goes to your registration page, hear me, there's no one there to greet you. And if there's no one there to greet you, what does that mean? Well, that means that in that moment that you lost that lead. Now, here's what I want to share, and here's the point that I want you to jot down in your notes. Here's the big idea. Someone say big idea. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and put big idea. Here's the big idea. The big idea is conversation is the new lead. Jot that down in your notes. Conversation is the new lead. Put that down in your notes. Conversation is the new lead. The big idea is conversation is the new lead. So what I want to do is introduce to you as one segment of your sales team is that you use artificial intelligence and that we have a live person that greets each person that arrives at your sales page, at your registration page, at your checkout page, at your conference page, at your register and get my free book page, get my free gift. There's someone there that says, hello. What's one of the reasons why you were interested in being able to have your own seven-figure sales team? Hello. What's one of the reasons why you're interested in attending this virtual conference? Hello. What's one of the reasons why you were interested in attending this conference calls? Hello. You're here at the Happy Living, coaching site. What's one of the reasons you were looking for, interested in speaking to a coach? Now, for some of you, that's not happening right now. For some of you, there is no live person at your sales page waiting for someone to get there. Why is that? Because it costs too much. Why is that? Because you didn't know what you didn't know. You want to reach over and you want to thank the one and only Terea for having this new you, new year, new you, because now that you know it wasn't your fault anymore. But the big idea is we've got to have a conversation because conversation is the new lead. And so what I'm going to suggest to you today is you have a sales team. And I'm going to suggest that, we will be your team. For some of you, you're out there saying, I can't afford that. Shay, who's going to be there monitoring my pages? Shay, that's just one piece of it. Yeah, it's one piece. I'm going to give you 3 pieces. But as part of your 7-figure sales team, I want you to have a digital sales solution. And I want you to have a live person that's talking, interacting. I was talking to someone just recently, and they're a very famous person. I'm not going to mention their name. And we talked about this. And I said, how would you feel when someone arrived at your sales page, and once they arrived there, someone said, what's one of the reasons you were interested in having, I'll just say, Les Brown as a speaker at your next event? And the person says, well, I'm just browsing. I'm just looking. Maybe they type that back. I'm just browsing. I'm just looking. And the person says, would you like, let's say for Terea Avant, would you like to watch a 2-minute video where Terea Avant explains what Urban CEO is and the impact it's making on the world? Would you like to see that right now? And as they're typing yes or no, the person's putting the video right inside of the browser, and the person can watch a 2-minute video and hear from Terea Avant herself. That's just an example. See, the big idea is conversation is the new lead. The number one challenge facing entrepreneurs today is lost leads. Leads that arrived that they paid traffic for, leads that they ran Facebook ads for, leads they went to an event and said, go to my webpage, gave them their business cards, leads that they connected with someone on side of Facebook or on social media, and no one's communicating with them. Right now, if you have to make a sale, maybe you got to talk to them. If that's you, let's change that. Let's have your own sales team, and there's a way to do that. We'll look at everyone's situation. We're calling it a sales makeover, where you can have your own sales team as part of our sales club. It's not required for all of you. That they can. This is just one thing that they're going to do for you. You'll never worry about that again. If that's you and that just resonates with you, I'll tell you how you can do that. But let me just make the point. Let's show them the next slide. Then I'll make the point. Then I'm going to do something special in about a minute or two for everyone out there. But if you're out there, look right below the video. Just write, it's time to have my own sales team. Hashtag, today is my January 1st. That's a lot to write. I get that. But just look right below the video and just write 7-figure sales team. Hashtag, today is my January 1st. Just look right below the video and put 7-figure sales team. Hashtag, today is my January 1st. So let me do a recap, and then I'm gonna tell you how to build your own 7-figure sales team. Don't worry about that. But for some of you, you're like, shit, I got lost leads. I can't even follow up. I can't call everybody. I can't text everybody. I can't send Facebook messages to everybody. I can't send social media messages to everybody. People are coming to my page saying, I'm losing them. Someone lands on your sales page. You want to start a conversation. Here's how leads were collected in the past, which I'll show you. In the past, you paid a lot of money to Facebook, some of you. You worked hard at networking events, some of you. Some of you send emails every single day saying, please visit my page. And then once they go to the page, here's what people used to do. They put their first name in, their last name, their address, maybe their phone number, and their email, as you can see right there. Here's how they did in the past. And I'm about to make a bold statement, and I want you to hear me. I'm about to make a very bold statement. And this is so true. I'm about to be disruptive for some of you, but pay attention if you want to put money in your pocket. Now, hello is how it's going to take place today. Hello, how are you doing is a more friendly conversation than what we did in the past. Opt-in forms will go away during my lifetime. People won't opt in anymore. There'll be a voice-activated system saying, can I talk to someone? Hello, are you there? Can someone answer my question? Can someone give me a summary? And just like you're doing today with Siri, or you're doing today with Alexa, or whatever system you're using, it will be voice activated. The opt-in form will be away. The only question is, are you ready to build your 7-figure sales team and have a digital sales solution as part of that? If you just want to know if this works for you, you're in network marketing, or you're a speaker, you're an author, you're a coach, you're someone with a big heart. If that's just you, what's going on, Nicole Brown Hurston? I see you. If that's just you, I see you out there, then I want you to text this number. And once you text the number, you're going to get all the instructions. You'll get all the instructions to really help you really have a sales makeover. Text the word makeover, just one word. Text the word makeover, just one word. Text the word makeover. Open up your phone right now. Go to the browser. I'm going to be right here for about another 30 seconds. Go to the browser. Type in 202. Type this number right now. Don't write it down. That is so 1980s. Go ahead and put this down right now. 202. Type it up. 270 1. I'm sorry. 202 99 315. Say it again. 999 3515. One word, that's makeover. so you can get all the instructions so we can customize a makeover for you. And at least at a minimum, you'll have someone greeting someone every time they arrive at your website. You'll never worry about that again. You'll get every lead, you'll get more data, you'll get more questions, and you'll become a data gangster. If you're ready to become a data gangster, someone look right below the video and say data gangster. Hashtag today is my January 1st. But data gangster. It's time to be a data gangster, because I'll tell you what we're doing for another client. People are going to their website and it's a squeeze page. That means a one-page site that talks about a problem and a solution, so they're not all over the place and getting confused at a website. That's a confusing thing these days. And all we're doing is asking them, how did they hear about us? What's one of the reasons they're here today? How can we best serve them? We're just here to get more information for them that we can share with them later. Would they even have an interest in speaking to someone right now? It's called a live transfer. Would you have an interest in speaking to someone, or can I schedule a one-on-one meeting with you to speak with someone about you and what you're doing? So we're meeting them where they are. They've got their smartphone, they've got their iPad, they've got their computer there, they got connection to the internet. They're there at your site. You work so hard to get them there. Let's not lose them now. Let's keep them in the conversation, which is the number one distinction we teach. So I mentioned it before. I'm going to say it again. Conversation is the new lead. Conversation is the new lead. Let's show them, if we can, the number 2 challenge facing. This is why I want to have a sales team. This is why I want you to put me on your sales team. This is the reason why I want to make the sales for you, so you can do all the things that you really want to do. So go ahead right now, as you're watching, look up there, and I want you to read those words out loud with me. And when you read those words, it says what? The number 2. It says the number 2. Are you watching that right now? It says the number 2 challenge. I gave you number 1 challenge. That was lost leads. The number 2 challenge facing today's entrepreneur is talking to unqualified people. Oh, you spending a lot of time on the phone talking to people. You're spending a lot of time on email talking to people. You're spending a lot of time on DM talking to people. You're spending a lot of time on Facebook Messenger talking to people. Whatever you hear this message, whatever way we're communicating, because maybe some of y'all got a hold of this lost long file, by the way, and you're watching some video replay. God bless you. You are still faced with that challenge. How do I know that? Because I'm the original person. When I first started 15 years ago, and I've been in business now for 15 years, all the time, full time. And I've only worked for 2 companies my entire career. Just a quick story, 2 companies my entire career. I worked for Citibank after undergraduate. I went to Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland, and I didn't do sales. And then after finishing graduate school, I went to Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland. I worked for Verizon for the next 9 years, and I didn't do sales there either. And then back on May 31st, 2004, Verizon gave me the pink slip, or they laid me off. And some of you know what it's like to be laid off. If you don't know it's a challenging time. So I decided at that time, like some of you, I was going to do something different. I was going to do something bad, something bold, something courageous. I decided I was going to go out and I was going to start my own company. So that night I went down to Kinko's, had some business cards made up, came back home and hung my shingle out the door. I think you can see me now. Hung my shingle out the door. And when I hung that shingle out the door, it just said Coach Shay. That's all it did. And I got started. I didn't know what to call myself. I didn't have a Trevor Otts. I didn't have a Terray Avant. I just said Coach Shay. Everybody else said Coach Keck. I'm a coach. They said, what do you coach on? Helping you with your life. I didn't know what to say. I just didn't know. But I had the energy. I had the enthusiasm. And I was like many of you. I had a big heart. I was ready. I had to work all day and all night. I was ready. But then after 90 days in business, I was tired. I was frustrated. I was struggling, and in short, I was out of money. And hence, I learned the golden rule in business. Someone write down the golden rule in business. Shay, what is the golden rule in business? Talk to me. What's the golden rule in business? I want to know. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you showed up. The number 1 rule in business is never run out of money. That's the golden rule in business. It's to never run out of money. So I didn't know the golden rule in business, so guess what I did? Yeah, it's sad. I ran out of money. And then my wife left me. I came home one day and she was gone. How many out there know that when you don't make money and you burn up all the finances in the house, That puts a lot of pressure. There's already pressure on a marriage. There's already pressure on relationships. Some of you know about that. But when you add money on top of that, and you add a business that's failing on top of that, it's a lot. And so she decided I wasn't the right one for her. At the time, I didn't understand that was a good decision. I was sad. You ever had to go through a breakup or been in a situation where the relationship didn't work out? Even if you weren't married, it's tough. My two sons, they decided they wanted to live with me. Now check this out. No, my sons go live with moms, right? No, they want to live with dads. And so now I'm an entrepreneur. Now I'm a struggling entrepreneur. Now I feel like a failure as a dad. I feel like a failure as a husband. I was just failing. It was just bad. But I decided I'm going to keep going. So then one day I'm upstairs. I'm working just like I am now. And my sons come running up the steps. Dad, guess what? I said, what is going on? Someone's still in the car. What? I go downstairs. I look out the window. There's my Lexus 4 Series. Back then it was a 4 Series, 400 Series truck being hosted up. I look at the guy. I give him the nod. He looks at me, gives me the nod. So I look over at my sons. And I said, sons, don't worry. The car is just being taken to the garage. I lied. Now, I'm not saying that's the thing to do. I'm not saying that. I lied. I'm not saying you should lie to your children. You should never do that under any circumstances. But I lied. I couldn't face them and let them know that Dad got the car repossessed. And it was in that moment that I had the never again moment. How many of you listening out there have had the never again moment? That never again am I going to find myself in a situation where I come home and I hit the cable box and it says, call Comcast. What? Not again? Never again will I come home and flick on the lights and the lights don't come on, and I know it's because they finally cut it off. Never again will I get a knock at the door. I've been there, by the way. I've been there, and it is the waterman there to turn off my water, and I've got to get on the phone and beg, borrow. I didn't steal, but beg and borrow and say, can I get some money in order to be able to pay the water bill just to keep the water on? If you've had a never again moment, look down in your notes. Don't write it right below. This is personal. This is private. We're not going to do this in a big group like this, but this is why I'm glad you're here. This is why I'm glad you're learning how to get the resources. This is why I'm glad you're tuning in this new year, new you, so you can get revenue that you need to execute the vision for the people you were called to serve and for yourself and for your loved ones. Jeray got it right when she says, look, I'm bringing you the resources. I'm handing them to you. I'm not asking you to come to the table. I'm bringing multiple tables. In sales, that's me, baby, the happy entrepreneur. I'm just one of the tables that's here right now. But I didn't bring a table. I brought a buffet because there's plenty for everyone. What was your never again moment? Never again would I lie to my kids. Maybe that was your moment. Never again would I go to work to that 9 to 5 and I hate that job. Never again will I be in a relationship where I can't leave because finances are tied in. So I learned something. I'm going to share this one word to you. And I got to get back to teaching the number 2 challenge. I got sidetracked, but I know for some of you out there, you're like me. You got fired up. You got enthusiastic. You were ready to go. And then nothing happened. Have you ever been like that? Maybe that was you back on January 1st. That's why every day is a new day. Every day is your January 1st. In any moment, you can make a decision, change your mind, change your life. You can make a decision, and it can change the trajectory of your life. Today is your January 1st. Right here in this moment, I was enthusiastic. I was ready. But Jeray, I tell you, didn't nothing happen. I found myself in bankruptcy. God, Shay, how did you lose your car and tell you? No, I found myself in bankruptcy. It's just bad. And then I told myself, I got to do something. And I learned these 3 words. And it changed the trajectory of my life. It changed my belief systems, change your mind, change your life. You can do anything you want to do if you are committed. And here are the 3 words. I share them with you. And I got to get on teaching you how to build a 7-figure sales team because some of you're tired of doing all the sales. You want to do something else in your life. Here's what I learned. Jot these 3 words down. This is just for you. I showed up today to change some lives, and I'll change your life if you will let me. Yeah, we're going to change your revenue. But it's never about the money because I believe the results that show up in your life, write this down, is just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. But I got to talk about how to get some results in your bank account, ching, ching. But I want you to have results in your life. Here's what I want you to do. Jot this down in your notes. Selling is power. Put that in your notes. Selling is power. Put that in your notes. Selling is power. Now, if selling is power, Shay, if selling is power, what is selling the power to do? Why do I need a sales team? What is selling the power to do? I'm glad you asked. Let me unpack it for you. Selling for you is the power to generate the revenue to leave that 9 to 5. Maybe you watch me right now, the 9 to 5 job. Ain't nothing like that. If you want to be there, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you want to leave, but it takes revenue. Selling is the power to live in the neighborhood of your choice. Selling is power to eat the healthy food that you want to purchase that costs just a little bit more. Selling is the power to have that health care insurance. And if the healthcare insurance is not there, you still write the check, not only for yourself, but for your loved ones. Selling is the power to send your kids to a school of your choice, or write a check to pay off mama's mortgage, pay off daddy's mortgage, pay off my loved one's mortgage. That's what selling is the power to do. Take those fancy vacations. Come on now, holla at your boy. Eat at those cool restaurants with the white table. Come on, somebody. And somebody orders those bottles. My son would say he'd be popping some bottles, and they cost some money now. That's what selling is the power to do. So let me come today not to teach you how to build a 7-figure sales team. That was just to get you here. Not to teach you how to sell, because you don't want to know how to sell. Let me come today to give you the power, because selling is the power. And all roads in business, jot this down in your notes. Whether you believe me or not, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to me. All roads in business lead to one place and one place only. All roads in business, all of your social media, all of your marketing, all of your broadcast, all of your social media, all of your efforts, networking, it all leads to one place, and that is a professional sales presentation. So if you've done all that work, you're talking to unqualified people, then they're wasting your time. So the number 2 challenge, let's show it to them again. I got sidetracked. My humblest apologies, but some of you just want the power. If you just want the power, I'm gonna give you my personal number. You want the power right now. Say, Shay, just talk to me about how I can have the power. I'm gonna give you my personal number. It's a different number to text. I get it, I know it, but I'm doing this for Terrea. I'm doing this because I gotta go shortly, and I'm gonna give you number 2 in a minute. But you just need the power right now. The revenue, more meaning, the revenue, more impact, the revenue. Options to do all the things you want to do. Yeah, money is everything. Money is options. Money gives you choices. Money frees you up. Here's the number to text. It's my personal number. I'm going to meet with a handful of you. I only do it for 20 people. I can't do it for everybody. Everybody else will send you a nice brochure and you can read it. Here's what you do. You got to take action, because the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. Here's the number. Let me give the number. The number to text me personally is 202-270-1662. Let me give that number again to you again. 202-270-1662. That's my personal number. 202-270-1662. When you text that number, I want you to do me a favor. In the subject line or inside the text, put selling is power. That's the code. Selling is power. It don't cost you anything. Selling is power. And then put your first name so I know who you are. I'm going to do something special for you. I'm going to give you a special bonus gift. It's going to help you. Put your last name, because there might be more than one Karen. There might be more than one Cheryl. Put your last name. Put your best contact number so I can text you the information, so I can text it to you. And put your email down. Put your email so you and I can schedule a time to talk. The number again to text is 202-270-1662. Shay, what's the number one reason I should text that number? What's the number one reason I should put selling is power? What's the number one reason I should put my first name, put my last name, put my best contact number in phone? What's the number one reason I should do all that? Because my promise, when you show up, I'm going to give you one idea, customized for you, that will change your life, change your business, help you generate more revenue without your labor, without your time, and impact your income. All right, let's give them the number 2 challenge. The number 2 challenge facing entrepreneurs today is unqualified people. So you don't have time to talk to people to qualify them, right? That's a problem. So which type of people do you want to talk to? If you got your hand raised right now and say, Shay, I'm tired of talking to all these unqualified people, Shay. Lord Jesus. If one more person tell me they want to talk to me, I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay. What type of people you want to talk to? Obviously, you want to talk to qualified people. So your conversational sales rep. And if the person can't be there, we can have an AI, artificial intelligence, AI, jot it down your notes, artificial intelligence. We can have an automation bot can go and talk to the people for you. Someone opts in right now, and then once they opt in to get, I don't know, a free gift, a download of a book, watch a video series, someone can reach out to them, have a conversation, and then qualify them. Now, qualify means that they have an interest, a want, or a desire. This is the paradigm shift that's happening in the industry. In the past, they used to tell you, find someone with a need, Shay. If they have a need, you tell them how you solve it. That's the old way. Shay, call them. Fall up until they buy or die. Those days are gone. No. That's the old way. They have an interest, want, or desire. Shay, what's the difference? Talk to me about that for a minute. They have an interest, want, or desire. So I could need to lose weight. This is the difference, and I do nothing about it. I keep eating. I don't go to the gym. I sit on the couch. Do nothing about it. I don't lose weight. But if I have an interest, a want or desire for a new t-shirt, today is my January 1st, or a new running shirt, or a pair of shoes, I will go online. I will drive across town. I'll do whatever I got to do what? To get that new t-shirt. And that's what we want to identify for you. We want to attract people to you who have an interest, want, or a desire. So here's what I want. The sales team now is talking to people before you. Now, they can talk to them online. They could talk to them over the phone. They could talk to them through a conference call. They could talk to them through a webinar. They could talk to them through several different tracks. It could be through social media. We have some of our clients that we turn over a whole profile, so we're talking to people through social media for them. But they're qualifying people, so you have the right people who have the right problem, who are looking for a solution, but jot this down in your notes, right now. No, looking for a solution right now. And if it is tomorrow, then we put them into a CRM system that you can track, you can nurture, and you can take them through a sales process. See, for some of you, it's about generating traffic to your business. You need qualified leads. If you had more qualified people you were talking to, you would close more deals than you did anything else at all. So what do you want? Let's show them the next slide. What do you want? You want more leads. You want more leads. Someone say more qualified leads, more qualified leads. For those folks that are out there right now, look right below the video, and you want you to put more qualified leads. Hashtag today is my January 1st. You're going to make that decision. If they buy, they buy. Now, notice I'm not talking about persuading people or convincing people to do anything. I don't even teach those skills. Some of my colleagues, they do. Let's persuade them. These are words that will hypnotize them and make them want to do something. But that's not what I believe. A lot of folks that work with us, they want to be authentic. They want to be themselves. They want to speak from the heart. They want to come from a caring, nurturing position. They only want to work with the willing and the able. And they know that people out there have that problem because they go to the competitors every single day. So they know that, and that's who you want to work with. Now, I'm sorry, this is not about persuading. Your team that I'm putting together, either you build a team, and I'm telling you what you need, or you hire us, and we will be your sales team. Our goal is just to go out there and solve a problem. Someone jot this down. This is very important. This is a principle I want you to have. People will pay you today if you solve a problem today. We're just in the problem-solving business. I love what Terea Avon is doing here because she's solving the problem. There's entrepreneurs out there, speakers, authors, coaches, trainers, network marketers, and she knows that you deserve more. She knows that in order for you to get to where you want to get to, you can't do it by yourself. Why is that, Shay? Because success is a team sport. I try to do it by myself. It ain't easy. But when you have a team, folks working with you, you can get there a lot faster. And so she provides this type of resource to all of you who are watching, all of you who have registered all over the world, those folks that are tuned in for one reason only, that is to help you. And so it's an honor and a privilege to serve you. So now you have more qualified leads. The next thing is, this means you have more scheduled meetings for your qualified, ready to buy prospects. Now I'm gonna say something that's a little advanced. It's not gonna be sexy. You're not gonna get up and jump and shout, but I wanna tell you this right now. And I want you to hear me like you've never heard me before. And those folks that are watching, watch with new eyes. Here's what I want you to know. Your results, this is based on 15 years of experience. Your results, this is based on talking to probably over 1 million people by now. Your results, revenue for this month, the next 30 days, hear me, your results over the next 30 days will be in direct proportion to the number of qualified appointments you set and you run. Those are two distinctions. You're not going to shout, but someone out there is going to hear me and say, what? Did he say qualified appointments? See, I didn't say appointments. I said qualified appointments. So the number of people who schedule, who are qualified to even talk to you. Now, they may talk to you over the phone or your sales team because you won't be there. They may talk to you through a broadcast like this. This is a scheduled appointment. You're here right now. They may talk to you through a conference call. Doesn't really matter. Different appointments. I don't have time to get that. It's not appointment setting time. But your team will need to run scheduled qualified appointments. My point is your results over the next 30 days, the amount of money you generate will be in direct proportion to the number of appointments you set and you run. So I want you to look at your calendar right now. This between you and me. Just don't worry about all the people that are, all the tens of thousands of people who are eavesdropping on our conversation right now. And I'm gonna pull up my calendar, and you go to your calendar, and let's just pull up. They won't see it. Just pull up, and then you look at your calendar right now. And I want you to count how many qualified appointments do you have over the next week. Now, I get it. Some of you do a one-time close. That means they show up and you close them. And whenever you got to talk to them 2 and 3 times. Some of you have contracts. It doesn't matter. How many qualified, ready-to-buy meetings do you have scheduled right now? If the answer is, I don't know. If the answer is, I never thought about that. If the answer is, Shay, why are you saying this? It's not a beat me up session. Because I want you to get this one distinction. Everyone put this in your notes. Jot this down. Don't miss it. Jot this down right now. It's one of my favorite sayings. It's helped many of my clients. And it's going to help you today. And here it is. What gets measured gets managed. Oh, come on. Wait. Slow down, Shay. I will. I promise you. What gets measured gets managed. So I'm talking to a client of mine. They tell me they're struggling with their sales. I said, wow, you have a sales problem. Well, how many appointments are you running? Kind of find out they weren't running many at all. How many were qualified before you met with them? They didn't know. I said, okay. How many folks schedule an appointment with you and then you have them talk to someone before they meet with you or watch a video about you and who you are and the problems you solve before they come to the meeting? So it shortens the meeting time. They said 0. I said, the good news is, my brother, you don't have a sales problem. You got a sales process problem. Let us fix the sales process as your sales team, and then you talk to qualified people who have an interest, want, or desire. They're pre-qualified. Does that sound good? God darn, that sounds good. But here's the part that sounds the most good. Terrell, let's show them the next slide. This is why it's so important. These scheduled meetings are without 1 minute. Someone say 1 minute. 1 minute. Someone say 1 minute of your time, your energy, or your supervision. You getting some Terrell, not their revenue. You getting some Shay Brown, not their revenue. You getting some Carol, not their revenue. You getting some Carolina, not their revenue. Someone say ching ching, not one bit of your labor. And this is very important. So let me introduce you to your digital sales team. I've been talking about it in a way because some of you just thought, oh, I just need to make more calls. Those days are gone. I need to send more emails. Those days are gone. Yeah, you didn't do that anyway, but that's not the best use of your time. One of the things my mentor taught me, and it's so true, and I'm going to tell this to you, is I know that every single one of you out there listening right now, every one of you watching, you're already winners. You're already champions. Only champions show up for Terrell Avant. Only the winners show up for Terrell Avant. And every single one of you out there right now, you all can make more money. Without a doubt, right now, you follow what I'm saying, you will make more money. But here's what I know that I know that I know. Not one of you, including me, Shay Brown, can make more time. So time is the most precious area you have. So I don't want you spending time talking to people who ain't qualified. I don't want you spending time trying to figure out how you're going to make some money. That's not how I want you thinking. Don't want you thinking like that. The way I want you thinking is, how can I execute this vision because I have resources necessary? So let me introduce you to your digital sales team. And you might be saying, Shay, as we show you this, what does my digital sales team do? Let me show you the number one thing they do. They connect your sales teams with your future customers now. There's customers out there right now that are waiting for you. There's customers out there right now that they're looking for you. Someone right now has the goal of finding you right now. And I want them to find you. So conversational sales approach empowers you to chat with any buyer, anywhere, anytime, because you're not there. We're creating a digital you by having your sales team. And I'm going to ask you in a moment to put us on your sales team. I'm going to ask us to allow us to go out there and solve the problems for you. I'm going to ask you to allow us to collect the credit card for you, collect the check for you, get the contract signed for you. I'm going to ask us to allow us to contact people who signed up for your webinars, or folks who were interested and came into your store, or folks who visit your website. I'm going to ask you to do that in just a minute. But the number one reason I want, and I want you to see this, the number one reason is it's time for you to engage with buyers on their terms. Someone say yes, engage with buyers on their terms when their attention and intent is at the highest. And when is it at the highest? It's when they're right there on your website, right there on your sales page, right there on your checkout page. Engage with buyers on their terms. And we're going to understand our buyers by doing one thing and one thing only. And that is helping them and helping us understand who they are by asking questions, We know that powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And when you're talking to a client, we want to know what's most important to them. We want to know, why are they here? We want to know, why did they decide to show up? We want to know what's one of the reasons why they would work with us if they were to take that step. Why would they even do that? And as you're listening right now, you might be saying, Shay, that's a good question. Yeah, it is. And I'm glad right now that you asked the question. Yeah, I'm glad I asked the question. So my recommendation is, what's best for the buyer? What's a great way to educate the buyer? That's your sales team without your labor. Build trust with the buyer. That's your sales team without your labor. Or more importantly, help them buy the right thing at the right time without your labor. See, what your sales team will do is make the sales for you. They'll reach out to your customers with the best conversational selling system in the world. There are 3 areas that you will need to focus on with them. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But first, we're going to meet their needs with precision. We're going to support them when it matters most. When they're there at your website and they're looking around and they're wondering what's going on and they want to talk to them, we're no longer going to be rude to them. We're going to use artificial intelligence to help us do that. We're going to start conversations at will when they are ready. For those folks that are out there that are listening and you're like, Shay, I need to have a sales team. I understand that you have a sales club, and the sales club their whole mission is to really be the sales team for me. No one's ever talked to me, Shay, about what it looks like, what it feels like. And I'm going to share this with you. This is not one of those $10,000 conversations or $5,000 conversations. Something we'll do very, very special for folks. And for some of you, it'll be, I'm going to do something very special. Whether you use the sales club or not, my promise to every single one of you is that for those folks that text me personally, right now, I'm going to give you the number, and you follow the instructions, you will not be disappointed. For those folks that are looking to spend more time with your family, you're looking to go on more vacations, you're looking to really do the things you love to do and you enjoy to do in your business, and you just need a team. You're beyond another webinar. You're beyond another YouTube video. You're beyond spending another hour on Instagram trying to get excited and motivated. You're beyond another book. You need to work with a team. And I always say, hire a team until you build your own team that can support itself with revenue. And I'm in a position, and we are as an organization, to do that. In order to do that, I'm going to tell you about our sales club. And what I want to do when I tell you about our sales club, I want to give you all the details, but I want to share a golden nugget with you in a few minutes, and I don't want to use this precious time that I have. So I want to do something special. If you're out there right now and you're like, Shay, I want you and your company on my sales team. I'm not going to go another day where I've got to do all the selling. I'm using the I sales approach. Shay, what is the I sales approach? The I sales approach means I make all the phone calls. I ask for the credit card. I answer all the questions. I schedule the meetings. I show up for the meetings. If I don't get the money, then it just don't happen. And right now, you're doing really, really well, but you're so stressed out and so many moving parts, you're ready to release that. Or maybe you're sitting there, you're looking and you're saying, Shay, my bank account doesn't reflect how good I am right now. It just doesn't. If that's you, let me give you a number. I want you to text this number. My promise to you is you'll get all the details. You don't have to worry about nobody trying to convince you, persuade you to do anything, and you're gonna be shocked. And you can share this out right now. Here's what I want you to do. Let me give you the number. The number to text right now. The number to text is 202 270 1662. Again, 202 270 1662. Again, 202 270 1662. Text the word sales club. Text the word sales club. Shay, what in the LL Cool J is a sales club? I'm just hearing that for the very first time. A sales club is a team that does all the work for you. Text the word sales club to 202 270 1662. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. And put your first name so I know who you are. Put your last name so I know who you are. Put your best contact number because we got to text you a site with the information on it. And then text your email. Please do that right now. Text Sales Club to 202 270 1662. Again, 202 270 1662. And then put your first name, put your last name, put your best contact number. And then once you do that, then we're going to give you all of the information that you need to make a buying decision. Because having a digital sales team using a conversational sales approach, this is really your secret. This is the secret sauce right now. This is exactly what you need right now to really take your business to an entirely different level. And I want you to know that you're amazing. I want you to know that you're incredible. I want you to know that you've got so much greatness inside you, and you just need someone not to give you a hand out, but to give you a hand up. And before this conversation, you knew having someone to do your sales was important. You knew that getting revenue was important. I didn't share anything new from that perspective, but you said, Shay, I'm just not doing it. I don't have artificial intelligence on my web pages or reaching out and following with all my leads. I don't have someone to qualify all of my leads for me. I don't have someone to make the phone calls for me, Shay. I'm in a position where I'm doing everything, and it's time to build a team. And that team's going to be in 3 areas. Everyone jot down TSS methodology. TSS methodology. T as in Tom, S as in Sam, S as in service. TSS methodology. The T stands for traffic. Your sales team will help generate qualified and attract qualified folks to your business. Your sales team will help you generate the traffic that you need. Those are qualified leads. Attract the right people who have the right problem, who are looking for a solution. You are the answer to someone's headache right now. You're their Tylenol, baby. Right now, you're that person. And so they're going to help you with that. So maybe you're struggling with just traffic. You're like, Shay, I close deals, baby. That's fine. You can close your own. Ain't no big deal. But you just don't have enough qualified traffic. Got it. The second part is systems. So it takes traffic, and then it takes systems. We got to automate the process so it reduces your labor, takes back your time, and allows you to do other things. And we're going to have automation tools and systems in place and bring them through a systematic approach that once it's set up, is done forever. This is going to be your 7-figure revenue generating infrastructure. This is going to bring in the resources you need to execute the vision for the people you are called to serve. So you got T for traffic. Got it, Shay. Someone write that down in your notes. And then you have S for systems. And this is very important. I'm going to make one gold nugget, and I got to move on. We got to bring this thing down the home stretch. But let me give you another golden nugget. I may have dropped 150 golden nuggets right now. Seriously, these are $50,000 ideas I've been sharing, and any one of these ideas can change your life. You got Terea Avon to thank for that. I mean, $50,000 ideas. But if you get just this one idea, you don't do anything else. This one idea around systems will put money in your pocket for the rest of your life. It'll create an extra $50,000 in real money that you're going to earn over and beyond what you would have earned if you never had it. And I want you to see me and hear me as I'm saying this to you. This is so important. And here it is. Systems beat goals every time. Let me say that again. Systems beat goals every time. Let me say that a little differently. I was having a conversation just before this call, and the person was sharing me what their plan is. They got a plan. They've taken time to put the goals together. And I acknowledge them for that. Hey, man, that's pretty good. Most folks don't write down their goals. Most folks don't write that down at all. They don't have a revenue goal. They don't have a goal for the number of customers for each of their products. They don't have that. Congratulations. This is great. You've done a great job. But you're not here for me to be your entourage. You didn't show up for me. You show up to say, how can I get more resources? And I said, we're missing a system in order for you to generate revenue in your business. They got quiet. Because systems are what they're going to do every single day. See, goals are always in the future. You're never quite there. You're always pushing toward the goals. But systems are what you do every single day, day in and day out. You get up, you follow the system, you follow the routine, you follow the habit, and as a result, you get the result. How do I know about that? Well, I run 5 marathons. And if I decide I'm going to run a marathon, and I have a goal for running a marathon, but I never get out there and walk 1 mile, I will never be able to run 26.3 miles, 26.2 miles. And so you might be in the same situation. You got a goal. Maybe you want to generate $1 million this year, but it's going to need a system. And sales is the number one reason why most companies go out of business. So now as we're talking about this, you say, okay, Shay, I need traffic. Got it, Shay. I need a system. Got it, Shay. And then last, this is all around sales. Last, you need sales process. A sales process. A sales process is a repeatable system that your sales team does without your labor that brings in the revenue. If you're like, Shay, I'm the only one in my business that can make the sales. I got something so unique and so different that only I can sell it. Great, this is not for you. You stay back and get excited. You do, and you can go implement exactly what I'm telling you, and that's fine. This conversation is not for you. But it's for the person that says, you know what? I understand that if I could only bring one team aboard, I don't care what my man Trevor Ott says. If I can only have one team, I don't care what the marketing folks say. It's the sales team, because sales pays the salaries for the marketing folks. Sales brings in the money for the Facebook ads you got to run. Sales pays for the automated systems they're going to talk about. So this is my boy. I get it. It's my buddy. I mean, we're partners. But the number one reason most companies go out of business is lack of sales. Not lack of marketing. It's not. It's lack of sales. And so let's get a sales team, and then let the sales team drive the marketing team and say, look, this is what we need, and this is what the customer is looking for, and let's work together. We do work together. Sales and marketing, we go together like peanut butter and jelly, but we fight like oil and water. Come on, somebody. Come on now. Come on. We push back and forth. So with that being said, let me give you the number to text if I didn't give it to you. I lost track. 202-270-1662. Text the word Sales Club. Get all of the details. Get all of the details, and let's work together. With that being said, here's what I'll close with. In the next couple of minutes, I probably got about maybe 3 to 5 minutes left. I'm looking over here. And what I want to do is leave you something that's going to help you. And what I'll leave you with is something that I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm sensing that some of you out there, you're like, Shay, just give it to me, because I got to do it, Shay. I'm in a financial tough position right now. Bringing on a team is just not even realistic, but I love what I'm hearing. But is there a way that I can learn and then grow my business? Is there a way that I can build my business and get to that level? Because I got the vision. God's given me the experience. God's given me the expertise. God, on whoever you believe in, he's empowered me with everything. I just need a little bit of help. If that's you, I feel you. If that's you, I'm glad you're here. If that's you, this conversation is for you right now. Because I'm going to give you the formula for the sales visionary approach, because you have a vision. You're not a salesperson. You have a vision. And I'm going to give you that formula in the next 3 to 5 minutes, and then we're going to close up. But I'm going to do something special for everyone that's watching. Shay, you've done so many special things. That's because I love giving away gifts, even after Christmas time. It's always Christmas because today is my January 1st. You didn't think I'd show up and not give a gift, did you? So I came with gifts. I came to outgive the competition. I don't know what they did before me, and I don't care what they do after me, but I showed up to give you everything you need. So let me give you the sales visionary formula right now, if I can, in the time that I have. Here's the sales visionary formula. This is for you, and it's for you too that want to build a team, because you're going to use this with your team. But if you got to use it for yourself, I get it. I had to sell every single day myself, all the time. Matter of fact, I'm still sometimes have my sleeves rolled up. I'm still in the trenches. Why is that? Because we're entrepreneurs. Myself, Taria, a number of us. Taria, we're always going to be doing this. Why? Because we love to do it. It's what fuels me. I love sharing this knowledge with you because it fuels me. I get so excited because I'm so passionate, because I know it will change your life. Here it is, sales visionary approach. This is the magical formula you'll need for your sales team. The first step, first part of the formula. Let me get it down. Signature selling style. So put that down below. Signature selling style plus buyer's profile plus neural linguistic sales equals sales visionary approach. You say that again. You make sure you write this down. You may never hear this again. I brought this here for Taria Avant. Signature selling style plus buyer's profile, which is how they buy, plus neuro-linguistic sales equals sales visionary approach. So you are a sales visionary. If you got a vision right now for yourself, if you got a vision for your loved ones, if you got a vision for the people you were called to serve, you are a sales visionary. So here we go. Signature selling style. That is how you sell based on your DNA, based on your experience, based on your expertise. The reason people don't like to sell is they don't want to sound like their coach. They want to sell like something they heard on a video. They want to sell like something they read in a book. They don't want to sound like someone else. They don't want to sound like a phony or sound like a used car salesman wearing yellow and red plaid pants with a pink hat on and a bright purple shirt. That's not them. They want to be authentic. They want to say, how do I sell? There are 7 signature selling styles. And for some of you, this is resonating, 7. And I want you to take an assessment. Learn your signature selling style. How do you sell? Some of you are what we would call the rock star signature selling style. You sell based on influence, on charisma. So you think of a Tony Robbins or Eric Thomas. You say, look, I've done it. Because I've done it, you can do it as well. Follow me. That's the rock star signature selling style. But some of you, I'm gonna show you what I got. You can get it. Nothing wrong with that. But they have their own closing style. They have their own way they ask questions. Maybe you are the intuitive signature selling style. The intuitive signature selling style, they don't even practice. They just show up and they go based on their gut and their instinct. They got a sixth sense about them. It's not a good thing or bad thing. It just is what it is. And maybe that's you. You're the intuitive signature selling style. Maybe you're trying to close like a rock star and there's a disconnect. Some of you are like myself and Taria Avant, and I haven't had her take the assessment, but this is what I believe based on my knowledge of her, is she has the heart-centered selling style. She sells from the heart. She wants to connect. She believes what she says, and she believes and only offers something that she believes is right for you. Again, we have our weaknesses now. Sometimes we give a little too much. Sometimes we do a little too much, but it's the heart-centered selling style. And the heart-centered selling style has their own heart-centered closing style. They have their own heart-centered way they ask questions. And sometimes they start mixing them up because you have multiple personalities, but one is more of a dominant than the other. You've never taken the signature selling style assessment. You didn't know what you didn't know. Or maybe you're like Trevor Otts. He argues with me all the time, but he is the professor signature selling style. He has to teach you. If he hasn't taught you something, he can't even offer a solution. That's just not a good thing or bad thing. He says, make sure he taught you. Did I just teach you that? Yes. Okay, great. Now that I taught you that, I can do that for you. I can teach you more. And that's the professor signature selling style. He has to teach And then by teaching and educating, he then goes into a teaching closing style and the way he asks questions. See, if you don't know your signature selling style, don't worry. I'm going to give you a number to text. Learn that. It's free to you. Normally it's $500, no cost. Learn your signature selling style so you can sell like yourself. And if you do that, speak from the heart and be yourself, the magic going to happen. So you got signature selling style plus buyer's profile. Buyer's profile is how your customers buy. There's 10 different profiles. So if I've got the signature selling style of a heart-centered selling style, and I'm talking to a buyer profile, and their buyer profile is the cheapskate. Now, the cheapskate doesn't mean they don't buy. The cheapskate buyer's profile means they've got to make sure they're getting way more value than what they're paying for. It's just in their DNA. Not that they're not going to buy. It's in their DNA. They just have to feel that way. You're having the conversation. There's a way that we've got to talk. We don't change who we are, but we might have to change our language patterns. And right now, you might be talking to people and you don't know what their buyer's profile is. You just like, well, let me just go for it. Signature selling style plus buyer's profile. Or maybe they're the brand loyalists. And the brand loyalists, they will always buy from someone else doing exactly what they're paying someone to do right now. They will. But they've got to take a baby step with someone else. They're not going to give you everything at one time. It's not a good thing or bad thing. But if we're talking to a brand loyalist, that means they're just loyal to what they have. Was I the exact same way? Absolutely. I got an Apple iPhone. Love the iPhone. I'm an iPhone snob. But I will tell you over here, I got the Android Note 10. Come on, somebody. It is a superior product. It is way better than the iPhone 11. But the iPhone 11 is a better brand. Okay, so I gave him a little bit, but I ain't changing my computer. Come on, I ain't crazy. I ain't changing to a Microsoft Surface. Nothing wrong with that. Don't send me any notes. Don't sue me, please. Nobody send me any notes. I'm just doing an illustration. So if you're talking to a brand loyalist, there's a different mindset that they have. So some people they don't know their signature selling style, plus they don't know their buyer's profile, so they're already at a disadvantage. It's not that they don't want to sell. They don't know. They've never been in this conversation. I'm glad you're here. Told you, we'll change your life if you'll let us. And then you got the last part of the formula. Signature selling style, how you sell based on your DNA. I got it, Shay. Plus buyer's profile, how they buy. So now I can help me understand how they are buying. The last part of the formula, signature selling style plus buyer's profile plus neural linguistic sales. Neural linguistic sales is the language patterns, the words that you're using. Neurolinguistic sales is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. All this is helping you because now you're seeing how your team is coming together. You're understanding yourself, but you're understanding your team. Neurolinguistic sales is a study of language patterns. So it's the words that you're using. Shay, why is that so important? Another $50,000 idea, and here I'm done. It's because your words will make you rich. Someone jot that down in your notes. Put that down right now. Your words will make you rich. You get better at what you say, when you say it, and how you say it. You'll have better conversations. You'll go after larger accounts. You'll have more confidence. Your calls will be shorter. Your conversations will be briefer. You'll be more concise. You won't have to repeat yourself. See, that's called neurolinguistic sales. And so now you got signature selling style, how you sell, plus buyer's profile, how they buy, and then neurolinguistic sales, how you communicate. You no longer have to wing it. You don't have to shoot from the hip. You don't have to shoot from the lip. You ain't got to try to be continuously, spontaneously brilliant. You just be you. Do you, baby. That equals sales visionary approach. So with that being said, let me wrap it all in a bow. If you're out there right now, you say, Shay, I just need some help. I got to get off the ground. I get it. I can take a little step, a baby step. I get it, Shay. I'm in. This is my year. I'm changing. I'm in. Text this number right now, 202-270-1662. Again, 202-270-1662. And then write the word sales club. Just write the word sales club. Just write the word sales club. That's all you got to do. 202-270-1662. Write the word sales club. Now, if you want to put your first name there, do that. That'll help me. You want to put your last name, do that. That'll help me. And if you want to put the best contact number down, do that. And that will help me all the way around. Let's close with this last slide, Trey, and I'm going to turn it back over to you. The number is 202-270-1662. Text the word sales club. Put your first name. Do it now. Put your last name. Do it now. Do it now. This is your year. better half. It's your digital sales team. I couldn't get into all the other components. I just talk about your digital team because some of you, that's all you need right now. And our philosophy is conversational selling. We're going to sell through having conversational sales, using a conversational sales approach. That's most important to us. Today, the buyer has reviewed a lot of information before they've ever talked to you. They have more options than they ever had before, and the expectations have never been higher than what it is now. So what does that mean to you as you're listening right now? Your number one job is to be friendly, personable, and human, and ask questions about what they're looking for. Holler at me, holler at me, holler at me. And when you do that, you'll see a big change. See, the old way, I have to qualify. The new way, I want to be treated like a person. The old way, I have to follow a process. The new way is I want to buy on my terms and timeline. The old way, I'll get these random emails. Maybe I'll buy something when I'm busy. The new way, they engage me on my terms. The old way, I can't find information fast enough. The new way, I can go get what I want right now. So you hate selling or you don't want to sell because you're in that position, then you will have to hand over your sales reins to a sales team to flood your business with an endless flow of revenue, take back your time, take back your life, and do what you love to do. With that being said, let me give you the number to text once again. Bring it over to me, Terea. My name, by the way, for folks that are listening, let me give the number first. The number to text in for your own sales club to get all the information so we can do the sales for you. You can put me on your sales team. Text 202-270-1662. Let me give it to you again. 202-270-1662. Text the word what? Sales Club. Text the word Sales Club. Put your first name, even if you're getting a replay of this. Put your last name, even if you're getting a replay. Put your best contact number. And I promise you, put that email in there. We're going to take you to another level. With that being said, I close. We'll let you know that you're a winner. Whether you work with us or not, you're already a champion, whether you work with us or not. You got so much greatness inside you, and I know with 100% certainty for you, the entrepreneur, for you, the mom, for you, the dad, for you, the single parent, for you, the person that's a husband, for you, the person that's out there right now, even if you're on your own and work with other folks, the coach, the author, the speaker, the trainer, the network marketer, the expert, or you're just an entrepreneur and got a storefront business, I know for you, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Why? Because today is my January 1st. You get a restart. Why? Because today is my January 1st. I get an opportunity to start all over again. Today is my January 1st. I can make a decision in this moment that changes the trajectory of my life forever because today is what? Is my January 1st. And I, Shay Brown, I believe in you. And even if you don't believe in yourself right now, even if you're saying, Shay, I don't know if this is possible. Shay, I've worked hard. I don't know. You wake up every single day and tell yourself, Shay Brown, for you. Because sometimes you need someone just to believe in you before you believe in yourself. My mom believed in me when I told her one of the top 5 sales trainers in my generation said, you're already number 1, son. I said, I ain't got started yet. But sometimes you need someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself. So with that being said, Terea Avant, thank you so much for putting this together. It's very important that everyone tunes in to the past episodes, to look at the future episodes, a new year, a new you. Terea Avant is making a change in the world. This whole virtual conference has changed my life. I can't wait for the next experts coming aboard. I'm going to encourage you to share this message with your friends. I'm going to encourage you to always tune in when Terea is doing something like this. Because all you need is one idea. How many ideas do you need to really change your life? I mean, that you take a guess. One idea per minute is better than 1,000 ideas you know right now. And today is your January 1st. Implement an idea. With that being said, my name, for those folks that are tuning in for the first time, my name, that's me, Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless. And I wish every single one of you success. Back over to you, Terea Avant. You're wonderful. You're amazing. Thank you for having me on the program. I certainly appreciate you.
Absolutely, Shay. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, just giving 110, 20, 200, 1,000% of yourself. Guys, Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, is definitely someone you need to be connected to. And again, I mean, literally, like every single time, you guys just keep on giving away all this great stuff between you and Trevor. I'm just like, what in the world? So I really hope that you guys took advantage of these giveaways and text message. You know, one thing I'm going to tell you guys is that your circle, the people that you spend your time with, is a direct reflection of the success that you have for yourself. In fact, I was watching Shay Brown's TV show last night, and he actually had on an incredible speaker. You know what? I don't even know if I want to tell you who he had on last night. All I will tell you is this: you need to go back and watch the replay, because he was talking just about that. And this person is someone that I look up to tremendously. I just want y'all to go search for it. In fact, what I'll do is I'll even comment in the space so that you guys can go and check out his Happy Entrepreneur TV show. But guys, the people that you spend your time with are going to be a direct connection to the success that you have. As I've told you, every single day, day 1 all the way to day 16, we're going to have you connected with some incredible entrepreneurs. And the thing that I want you to understand is that many of them are giving you opportunities to connect with them free. So many times I have people that reach out and they say, Taria, can I plug your brain? Can I plug your brain? Can I connect with you? I got a question. And then I ask, well, were you on the live training? Were you on the broadcast? Were you a part of the information that many of us are, pouring our hearts out to give? And they say no. And I just like, man, they don't even know how much information they missed. And so I pray that for those of you guys, number one, that are here for this training, which was amazing, that you have taken notes and you're going to put it into action, but you're getting an opportunity to be able to get some additional value. And guys, that's what you have to cherish. That's what you've got to plug into. It's not just being here for this free conference, but also plugging into what is being made available. And another thing I learned when I was in the network marketing world is that you never miss an event that you're qualified for. That means whether it's a virtual event, a physical event, whether it's an opportunity to schedule a one-on-one, whether it's an opportunity for you to be a part of a webinar, or whatever else is made available. And many of us have been taking action. And so I just want to know real quick, how many of you guys took action? If you took action, I want you to put hashtag took action, because I want to know where my action takers are, where the people that are serious about really being able to change their lives. You're not just going to talk the talk. We did that in 2019. We did that in 2018. We did that in 2017. It's time that we stop talking and we start doing. How you doing? Okay. And so make sure, guys, I want to know who actually took action. Go ahead and push hashtag took action, hashtag took action. If you haven't yet, then you need to go do it. If you're watching on your phone, log off real quick and send in that number. Hold on, let me put that number on the screen for you guys. You're going to text Sales Club to 202-270-1662. So go ahead and make sure that you send in your text messages. Okay, I see y'all. Denise took action. Tanisha took action. Candy took action. Danae took action. And I know many of you guys, because it is earlier in the day, some of us are working on that part-time investor, right? Some of us have those part and full-time investors that actually invest into our dreams. So I get it. And so for those of you who are watching the replay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do something special for you guys, okay? Instead of us doing the live giveaway. So for those of you who are watching the replay, that's why it's always good to stay until the end. We're going to be doing exactly at this time. So y'all can't be late now. Y'all can't be late. Don't try to say I ain't told you so. We're going to be doing exactly at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time in the Facebook group. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern. So we're giving you a little bit, for those of y'all gonna be at church tonight. Some of us, right? I know some of us on the over here in Pacific Standard, you might still be at church, but we got to make sure we make it available for as many as we can. And so at 8 p.m. Central, even if you got to step out real quick because it's just a few minutes, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways. You must have, of course, watched this video because we want to know what you took away. Number 2, you got to make sure as well, even if you watch the replay, that you shared the video on your timeline or created a watch party, and you must keep it there, of course, until this conference is done. Okay, so we want to make sure that we do understand the value in putting this information out there. So if you're watching the replay and you are watching it before, today is January the 8th. January the 8th, if you're watching this before we actually do the live giveaway, we're going to be doing 2 live giveaways, okay? 2 live giveaways. By the way, so I'm testing this thing out. You see this little green screen that I put up here? You see my green screen? So remember I told y'all yesterday, right? I told y'all I saw a nice little green screen. I didn't get a chance to get that one in yet because it has to be shipped. But I wanted to test this out, test out this software. Guess what light I'm using? I'm using the ring light that somebody won. I forgot who won the ring light. I think somebody already it was a Jendai that won the ring light. So I'm simply using the ring light, and I'm using a green screen background, and I'm using a software. This is what I'm going to do for you guys as well. For every single one of you guys that are registered for New Year, New You, I'm going to do a private training to show you how to use this Ecamm software, how to use your green screen, how to use your microphone, how to use all the tools that I'm giving away. We're going to implement them in so you guys can learn how to broadcast. So that'll be an additional bonus training. Just stay tuned on how, only those that are registered, on how you can actually join. But I wanted to, put up my green screen. I told y'all I was going to get a green screen. You can tell it's a green screen because if I move, that's the background right there, right? And I like blue because blue is a very, it's a popping color. Okay, but I can change my background to whatever I want to change it to. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up because I like y'all to see stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see this stuff. And so make sure, again, y'all still have time to, of course, do that, to send in your information. So make sure you have sent in your information real quick. Let me show you how this is. Ow! Now this is, you see how I just changed my background like that? Y'all want to know how to do that? Well, I'm going to teach y'all how to do that, okay, for everybody that's registered. But guys, do not waste any time. Make sure that you send that text message in right now, okay? So this is what we're going to do next. So don't forget, tonight, 8 p.m., 8 p.m. Central Time, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, you need to be with us live, okay? You need to be with us live. This is popping. I'm going to make sure for 2020, anybody that's in my circle, y'all are going to be so popping. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is not a game. Let me tell you why this is not a game. Because for a long time, y'all, when I walked away and decided to be a full-time coach, I didn't have the money to invest into these giveaways that we're giving you guys. I didn't have the money to invest into the coaching. Like some of you guys have money to invest, but you know what I'm saying? We got to allocate it for the right people. I had to really bootstrap this thing, and I had to roll my sleeves up, and I had to grind. And then when I made enough money, I made a little money, guess what I did? I invested into another coach. I invested into another software. And then when I made a little bit more money, I invest into a conference. I went to a conference. I like to go to those conferences that cost, $1,000, $2,000. And, some of the tickets, they got the cheap tickets in the back where, you can sit in the back. But I like to spend as much as I can to get closer to the front because I know the millionaires sit at the front. And I started making more money. And along the way, guys, I would have people that I try to find out, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? And, they didn't share that information. Then, I turn around and I meet people like Trevor Otts and I meet people like a Shay Brown. And I'm like, yo, how you do that? And they're like, look, this is all I do. Da, 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 da. Shay Brown is actually the inspiration behind. You see this beautiful lower third that we have, this green screen and all these nice fancy things. He's actually the inspiration for us, making sure that we step our game up. And then, Trevor Otts, like I told you yesterday, guys, every time he tell me to do something, within 24 hours, it's done. I don't play with information. And so I'm sick of people having that mentality, like if I put you on, then I'm going to miss out. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And for our community, we're going to change that mindset. All of us are going to be up here popping. All of us are going to be giving credit where credit is due. There is a law in edification. There is a law in honor that when you honor those who have helped you, you have no other option than to be blessed in abundance. And so I'm telling you, we're going to be popping. We're going to be popping in these streets. But let me go ahead and just finish this thing on out. Again, thank you so much, Shay Brown. Make sure y'all send that text message. I'm going to put a quick commercial up real quick, and we're about to wrap this thing on up.
Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Taria Vision Avant, and I wanted to just jump up here real quick and tell you, have you heard about the Urban CEO Network? Darling, if you have not heard about Urban CEO, then you need to make sure that you jump on board. Right now, we have a special so that you can actually be a part of our Urban CEO Academy, which is our monthly membership program, where not only do you get exclusive access to events, discounts, and things of that nature, but you also get training that's designed to help you to grow your business. Right now, you can join for 7 days for free and see what we're all about. All you need to do is go to urbanceoacademy.com and check us out. For real, like, we're the fastest growing organization right now, designed to help men and women that come from the urban community that want to grow in business, that want to grow in their career, or you simply just want to be able to grow in your life. Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So come over here, check us out, join. We want you to be a part of what we're doing. 7 days free. You have really, it's a win-win situation, so you can see what we're all about, all right? So join. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm going to talk to you later. Deuces.